Hey YouTube, what's up? It's me, Jazz, and I'm back, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about brushes. So without further ado, let's get glowing. One of the issues I had when I first started doing my makeup was trying to find out what kind of brushes I should use to do certain things, what brand of brushes I should use, and things like that. So it really just took me to just start buying stuff, and I never stopped buying stuff from there. But I have picked out my favorite brush sets, and they're all at very reasonable prices, and I feel as though they are the best brushes for beginners, and they're easily accessible for just about everybody. And I also picked out 2 different sponges. As you know, I've been on like a hunt for a different sponge other than the beauty blender, so I'm going to show you guys all of that in this video. And the first brand I came across when I was like hunting for what kinds of brushes and things like that was Real Techniques. Shout out to Real Techniques. They always have affordable options for just about any kind of brush that you might need. I really don't have too many complaints about Real Techniques. I never had issues shedding. They're also vegan and cruelty free, so all of their brushes are synthetic hair brushes. If that's an issue for you, I don't know, you might not want goat hair on your eyes. You know, I don't know. But the cool thing about Real Techniques is that their brush sets all come color coded. The purple ones are for your eyes. The pink ones are what they call like their detailer brushes. So they have like blush brushes and highlighting brushes and lip brushes, like, you know, that you would detail your face with. And then the orange ones are your face base brushes. Okay, so what that means is like they're going to be like your powder brushes and your foundation brushes. So this is what I'm inserting videos of what each one of the different brush sets look like from Real Techniques. And the other cool thing about Real Techniques is all of their brushes are labeled with their suggested use. It doesn't mean that you have to use the powder brush only for like powder. Like, you can use the brush for whatever you like, but it gives you an idea as to what you should be doing. Really? I know that. Okay, it gives you an idea as to what you should be doing with that type of brush. But as you begin to do your makeup, you'll tailor the brushes and use them as, you know, you please. I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite brushes from Real Techniques. I, at one point in time, owned all of their brushes. They started making new brushes, and your girl just was like, you know what, I have a billion brushes. So I will probably eventually go back to buying them, though, let's just be honest. So my first favorite brush from Real Techniques is coming from the Eye collection, and it is this deluxe crease brush. It looks like this. It's fluffy, and I don't use it for my crease only because I feel like it's too big. But I love to use this to blend out my concealer that I put on my eye as like an eyeshadow base, or to blend the concealer out underneath my eyebrow. This brush is perfect for that, okay? The next favorite brush of mine, well, I have 2 from the detailer like sets, is this big cottontail fluffy pink blush brush. It is so perfect. It applies your bronzer and your blush really lightly and subtly. That way it gives you the chance to build it up in case you're dealing with like a super pigmented a super pigmented blush. You know, it starts it off lightly and it gives you the chance to build it up. I love the way this applies your bronzer. It helps blows it out if you like it that way. I do. You might not. It's your preference, whatever. And then the next one is the setting brush. Okay, if you have problems with flashback because you're using too much powder under your eye or whatever, You just take this brush, dip it in your setting powder, tap the excess off, and just tap underneath your eye, and then use the brush and like sweep it away. It's perfect. It fits into these crevices of my nose, underneath my eye, around my mouth. I love this brush. And I also use it to apply my highlighter when I'm trying to really glow, you know, which I always am. That's my second favorite of the detailing brush part. And then my favorite one from the face-based ones is this big fluffy orange powder brush. It's huge, it's massive, and it gets the job done so quickly. Of course, all of Real Techniques brushes are super soft, but this brush in particular, like, I swirl it around in my finishing powder and just go in on my face, and before I know it, I'm done. It blends everything out quickly. I love this brush. I love it. It's my favorite one. It's my favorite out of all of the brushes. This one. I love it. Next brush set I have to mention is the Lamora brushes. Now these I found one day on Amazon. I know us online shoppers, we all end up back on Amazon somehow, some way. We find our way to Amazon and just be scrolling away, sis. Like, I just was scrolling looking through brushes, and I found this one, and I found this after I found like the BS small ones, and that's exactly what they were. Bullshit. Like, they were horrible. I threw them away as soon as I got them. They were like plastic feeling. I hated the way they felt, so they didn't last. So I found these, and they're by Lamora. And Lamora, I'm going to show you all the Lamora brushes that I have in this little video over here. But Lamora brushes are also synthetic, so they're cruelty free and vegan as well. But the thing about Lamora that I like is that they have, I bought 3 different Lamora sets. So one I bought was like their kabuki brush face set, and then I bought their like eyeshadow one, and then I bought their eyebrow one. All of these brushes are very, very good quality. Their blending brushes are super soft. They don't scratch your eye. They're not irritating, and they just look like money. Okay, they resemble like Sigma brushes. If I didn't tell you it wasn't a Sigma brush, you probably would have thought that it was like a Sigma brush. So I'm gonna pick 3 of my favorite Lamora brushes and show them to you. The first favorite Lamora brush I have is this fluffy blending brush. It's perfect for my crease and just getting in there and blending that color out. I love it. It's the perfect size. Honey, I love this brush. Like, I have another blending brush from them, but this one in particular, okay, they're not the same. The light one does not work as well as the dark one. I said it. Fight me. The next Lamora brush that is my favorite is this angled face brush. Okay, before I found this brush, I had the hardest time blending out my contour, not my bronzer, but my contour. Either I was using brushes that were like too dense, and they were giving me like straight lines, and it wasn't blending it out, and I hated that. Or it was like not dense enough, and it would just be all over my face. So I hated all other angle brushes until I found this one. If I find an angle brush and it's not like this, then I probably won't use it. And the last Lamora brush I have that is my favorite is this little pencil brush right here. Okay, it is perfect for putting eyeshadow underneath your lash line or smoking out your lash line, adding that inner corner highlight. It just gets into all those small places the way that I needed to without me being afraid that's gonna like poke me in my eye, if that makes any sense. I'm afraid to like be stabbed in my eye. So those are my 3 favorite Lamora brushes. And moving on to the next brush set. This is a whole set that I found at Walmart. Again, in the middle of the night, online shopping. What can I say? It's low-key what I do. And it is from Shany Cosmetics, and it comes in this big old brush holder, honey. I'm gonna insert the video down below for you to see these a little bit closer, but I'm including this because you get 18 brushes for $25. Yeah, I said it. 18 brushes for $25. Don't get me wrong, the Lamora and the Real Techniques ones are A1, they're my A1s or whatever, but sis, these brushes are so bomb for the price point. It's crazy. Originally they were like $40, but Walmart did a rollback and they were $25. So if I was you, I would just hit that link down below and go ahead and cop them if you're looking to get you a decent amount of brushes for an affordable price. And it comes with a case to keep them in, keep your stuff organized. Alright, so my favorite of these brushes, I can't really speak to all that well because I haven't really used them, but looking at them, well, I'm lying. Okay. Hold, please. Okay, so my favorite one is going to be this foundation brush. I don't really use this one for foundation. I use it to apply like my face masks. I love using this to put my face masks on. Like, that is all I really use this brush for. Okay, don't judge me. I'm not putting my foundation on with that because I prefer sponge. Then the next brush that I like from this set in particularly is this angled crease brush, and it looks like a base. And this brush just gets into this corner of my crease so well. It fits in there very well. It blends everything out. It's a dream. It's super soft. And I just love the way that it's tapered, and yeah, I love this brush. And then I know it's 18 brushes and I should probably have more favorites than like 2 or 3, but I am a creature of habit and I always gravitate towards my Real Techniques and my Lamora brushes before like anything else. So it's this short shader brush, and this is really good for smoking out that lower lash line or smoking out your top eyeliner. That's the new thing that I'm into, is aligning my eye and smoking it out instead of doing a wing, because I'd be struggling trying to do a wing, sis. So tip for you. But I just really like this one in particular. I don't know, I have no rhyme or reason, but I just really like that one from this brush set. And the very last thing that we're going to talk about today is good sponges for people who are just beginning their makeup. If you're anything like me, you're not looking to spend $1 million on stuff for your makeup because you're just starting. You might not know what you're doing. You're wasting perfectly good product, and so on and so forth. You don't even know if you're going to continue to do your makeup. This might be a one-time thing, and you don't really want to spend $20 on a beauty blender, one beauty blender a day. So I personally, I do own beauty blenders. I do use them, but that's usually I be doing stuff like that. But anyway, Real Techniques has this miracle complexion sponge. I know everybody and their mama has seen this little orange sponge all over YouTube, and you know what? There's a reason why. This little sponge is, I believe, $5.99 at Ulta, Target, and like Walmart. You can get it just about anywhere, and it's bomb. Okay, it's soft, it's squishy. Yeah, it's really not much else to say. It's not much else to say. Okay, now this next sponge I found because of Alyssa Ashley here on YouTube. She recommended it. Normally when Alicia says something is bomb, she don't be lying. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick this sponge up and hope that she's right? So it's this Sonia Kashuk marbled sponge. The bottom of this is like flat, unlike a beauty blender where as though it's round, but it's flat. You wet this, it gets huge, it's squishy, and I like that it gets, okay, this is going to get bigger as well, but this one is already bigger than this one. So when you wet this, it's like super jumbo, and then it helps you apply your foundation so quick because it covers so much area space. I believe these sponges are like $7.99 for 2, which is not bad, you know, it's not bad at all. You get 2 Real Technique sponges for $10.99. So these are a little bit more expensive than the Real Technique sponges, but they're still pretty good sponges. If you have anything from Sonia Kashuk, then you know that most of her stuff isn't like cheap anyways. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I helped you out, and check out the link below for the brush sets. I'm gonna pick between Walmart, Target, and Ulta, whichever one is going to be the cheapest for the Real Techniques brushes, and just check them out. You know, the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below and let me know what else you would like to see from me. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.